everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Heat Seeker Outdoors. On today's episode, we're going to go along with my good buddy Chris Hodges and his boy Slade. This is one of my favorite stories to tell. It's a story of father and son bonding and a boy's first deer, and I really hope you enjoy.
Taking my son Slade out. He's a 3-year deer hunter. So, he just turned 11 this year, and he's killed a couple does, but we had never had any luck getting him a buck. So my buddy called and said, "Hey man, I got some bucks coming out, late season coming out into a combine bean field." So we got a plan together and tried to get Slade on a buck. I had never filmed a hunt before, and my buddy Brian said, "Hey, if you want, you can take the video camera." And I said, "Hey, I don't know how good the footage will be, but I'll take it and see how it works out." We knew a pretty good buck was coming out, especially for his first buck, and we went set. It's pretty cold, and as it started getting almost dark, the deer never showed up that we was actually going in there to hopefully get Slade on, and a little buck showed up pretty far out, and I ranged it, and it was 181 yards with a muzzle loader. told Slade, I said, you know, get a good rest. And he looked and asked if I thought he could make the shot. And I said, yeah, I think you can make the shot. Just take your time, and kind of walked him through it. And he squeezed it off. And with the smoke, with a muzzle loader, I couldn't tell honestly if the deer was even hit. The deer run off, and we calmed down for a little bit and got everything together. Slade was super pumped, but at the same time hoping that he hit the deer. So we packed up and eased out, went over to where the deer was at, which actually worked out because it was back towards the truck. We had a decent little walk down the edge of the bean field to get in there, and got on some blood. Blood wasn't great. We had a little bit of snow, so it was pretty easy to see if there was blood or not. And we decided to back out and give the deer some time, and went over and got my buddies and waited about an hour and a half before we went in to find the deer.
What do you think?
Got him.
What do you think, man?
Yeah.
You excited?
Slade's first buck.
Wow, good job, buddy.
Slade-O's first buck.
What do you think? Proud of you, man.
Oh,
Good job, Slade-O.
good job,
Right
buddy.
there.
Good.
Yep.
Not bad for 178 yards, Slade.
Slade, what do you think about deer hunting?
It's fun.
Proud of
Hey,
you.
guys,
Awesome. Good job, buddy.
found it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
The deer that we end up getting Slade on and he killed, obviously, you know, was not a giant, but to me, being his dad and watching him kill his first buck was, it could have been a booner as far as I'm concerned. It was the best feeling ever, and seeing the look on his face when we finally found the buck. And the buck actually only went about 40 yards in off the bean field, and walked right up to it, and it was something I can't put into words, just being able to be there and be with Slade and actually have video of him taking his first buck. Something will hold on forever, and a hunt I will never forget, and would trade any of my hunts for being able to experience that with him. Now that Slade's got a first buck, we're going to try to get one early season during youth if we can, pick out a better buck, and see if we can have some luck and get him on.
Let's see your teeth. Got any teeth in your head? Smile, dude. You're looking down.
Smile, Slade-O. Slade, you were one hell of a shot. You got up here now. You know what? It don't matter. That's the long distance.
Where'd you hit it? Shooting your muscle on it? Smoking? Don't kill it, boy. That ain't far off where I told you, ain't.